guys, so now I'm going to be doing my first impressions on the Tarte Baby Tinted Undereye Corrector. Now I've just got on the 12-hour tinted treatment, 12-hour primer. I just did my like how it applied and everything. Now I'm moving on to the concealer, or the under eye corrector as they want to call it. So I got mine in the shade Fair to Light. So it does look pretty orange toned, if you can see that. It's pretty orange toned compared to like my actual skin tone, but the good thing about that is it's supposed to actually like counteract the blueness of your eyes, which I think this actually did a pretty good job. So you can't even really tell that I've got some issues going on there. But this does come with this little dual-ended corrector brush, I guess you want to call it. It's got the one side, the lighter here, which is what you're supposed to use to pick up the product and apply it, and then you use this darker side to just kind of like buff it in and just really apply it. I'm curious to see how this is going to go. I'm assuming that I'm going to have to set it with my powder, which I'm using the e.l.f. HD powder. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on and we'll see my first impressions. I'm just picking up a little bit on the brush here, looks like, and get you nice and close. Just going to pat this on. Kind of interesting because I don't have as much of, you don't have as much darkness because I do have that primer corrector on already. Okay, so I put that on, I think that's enough, and then I'm going to use the other end of the brush to just kind of like buff this in, make it nice and smooth. If only it could get rid of my dark bags. I'm going to put just a teeny bit down below the bags, which is where you really want to conceal, and just buff that in a little bit. Alright, so this eye over here, this is before, this is after. I do think it's made a difference. I do think it looks nice. Yeah, for sure, this just having the primer on it and then this having the full-on corrector. It didn't take very much, I did notice that, and it's kind of like it does feel very nice on this specific brush. I do like that, so let's go ahead with the other eye. I think what I'm going to do is just set one eye with my powder, and then the other I'm not going to do anything to, and that way we'll be able to do a really good comparison on them. Good. Just gonna run over these real quick with my foundation brush, and there you have it. I think it did a great job. There we go. I've zoomed out a little bit, and I'm just gonna try to add a little bit of powder underneath this eye. I try to not touch my foundation very much because I'm not wanting to powder that. Just set that with the powder, and we'll see how it goes through the day. It's been a couple hours, so now I'm going to do a little check-in as far as how this is performing. I do think that the concealer is hanging in there pretty well, but it is slightly creasing. You don't notice it so much on this eye, and you can't really see it. I'll give you a close-up here. I don't really think it's visible when I'm just, you know, if I'm just looking straight on, then this is the eye that doesn't have the powder underneath. But if I go like my mouth open, right there, so you can kind of see that it's settled into the fine lines there and there. So you can definitely, you know, it's settling a little bit. Normally what I would do is just like smooth my finger over there and kind of, you know, readjust where it's kind of settled, just so that it can kind of get it back out of there, and I would powder the under eye area if that was happening. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just kind of get that makeup out where it's settled, and then we'll see how it does towards the end of the day. But I would, I'm thinking how it's performing now, I'm probably going to do the powder underneath, like for when I'm reviewing this and stuff for future reference. But right now I'm just going to kind of smooth it out, and then we'll see at the end of the night how it's doing. It's been 12 hours and I'm checking in again to examine the under eye concealer. Now it has been, like I said, 12 hours, so this has been on for quite some time. I've had it on all day long, and I did notice that it was kind of sinking in like into those fine lines, and I definitely feel like the one that was under my this eye right here has done better than this one that didn't get set. But just kind of you know, getting that extra product out from the lines, I do think it has fixed the problem. I might actually reapply this during the middle of the day if I were to, you know, like if I do a second review and want to use this again, I might actually reapply because it does seem like it has come off a little bit. It might also be because I intend to touch my eyes or wipe my eyes, or, you know, putting on mascara and stuff maybe. I don't know. But I do like this product thus far, but I'm kind of iffy as far as do I like it, or am I I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. I liked the initial look of it, but it kind of did sink into the lines, and even the one I set still was kind of sinking. So that's I'm kind of here with it for a first impression. If you guys want to see a full-on review, then give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you for another video.